Good morning. Welcome to the classiest place on earth, and I hope you're all doing fabulously. I hope you're doing well. I feel like shit. I'm so tired of feeling like shit. I don't want it anymore. Can I just say, good God. Have a good fucking lunch. New Northern boys, shut the fuck up. My voice is so ruined, and I don't like the past 2 days. I have had no voice. It's just gone. I'm really hoping today's a better day because, man, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm probably, what the fuck? The thumbnail for this. Oh, let it buffer for a second. That's beautiful. Good morning, Zentech. I hope y'all are doing well. Katie's other surviving viruses dude. Oh my God. The fucking construction, like, I get it. Construction workers, like, your hours are crazy and you got to do crazy shit. Not even 5:45 this morning, people started nailing into a roof, like, right next to my bedroom. So early. And I didn't even know what the sound was. My dogs woke me up and I was like, what the fuck? It was just like every 5 seconds you would hear a ta-tunk and it was a fucking nail gun in my neighbor's roof. And I wasn't even conscious enough to think. I was just like, please stop so I can go back to sleep. Please, for the love of God, stop. And because, I mean, it's like my yard is huge, but the side of my house that house is on, there's not much yard. And you walk out my back room and they're just right there, like 3 yards from your face. There's just a bunch of guys standing on a roof. So my dogs are horrified of it and won't go in the yard. Like, they're like, these people are going to jump on us. It's just not okay. That is so early. What the fuck? Yeah, I gotta get my test. Honestly, I'm kind of scared to test again because, like, oh, my stomach is killing me. I feel like getting my period made me get re-sick, but I'm kind of like I have the worst heartburn from pain meds. Sorry. Um, my brain, like, knows that I don't think that's but, like, when you're on your period, like, your whole body is just so fucking tired and worn out from doing what it's doing, i.e. expelling a dead nothing. I feel like I have a fever. Like, I hate it. These past 2 days, I feel like I've slipped back a few steps in the COVID, and I'm hoping it's just my body is tired because it's just too much going on right now. There's just too much. I don't think it is legal. Like, if they do it tomorrow, I mean, it sucks because I understand they need to do a job. I wouldn't call the cops. That's not gonna do fucking anything. I just don't, like, what the fuck? Thank you for the resub, Angel. And Rod, thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus its wings. I appreciate you. Oh. Nobody in my neighborhood can build before 9 a.m. or not after 9 p.m. Yeah, and I think the reason they get away with it is I'm just outside city limits. Like, no shit, across the street from me that way is city limits of Denver proper, and then my side of the street is unincorporated. So, because we're unincorporated, like, it's literally one of those areas where I live in town technically. I could have chickens if I want. Like, one of those areas where it's like, I think you can just, there's not, like, I don't get my roads plowed because we're unincorporated. So they plow across the street from me and just stop. Yeet. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it its anus its wings. I fucking appreciate you. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way that a bee should be able to fly. Dude, bumblebees are fantastic. They're fascinating. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways because bees don't care what humans think is possible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, yeah, black and yellow. Yes. Yeah, let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Coming. Oh, and hang on a second. Hello, Barry, Adam. Can you believe this is happening? I can't believe it. Wait, what's happening? Are you okay? I didn't have any wicked stomach stuff. My stomach's killing me right now because I've been just, like, gargling Aleve. My dudes, like, it's for those that don't have a uterus, like, this is probably whatever. Nobody cares. I'm in pain and that's all I can think about. What day was it? Saturday after stream. I was totally fine during stream. And then the second stream ended, it was like my body decided to get cramps, like out of fuck nowhere. And it was mind blowing. Like it's a weird biological thing, but like every 6 months or so, I think most uterus owners experience something like this, just like one horrific period. Every couple of months, every 6 months, something like that. It's just like the worst you've ever experienced. And I couldn't function. Like my whole body was just shaking. It was so bad. Like, and I think my body's just getting its ass kicked. Being kicked. Because I feel brain fine, just frustrated with the lack of body function. You know what I'm saying? Oxnash, good morning, love. How are you? Bees are amazing. Like bumblebees, especially. It could be I mean, probably. I could look it up, but like, what are they going to do? I don't want, like, here's the thing. As much as I want to sleep, I also don't like the idea of cops coming and telling these guys they can't do the job. Like, they got to do their job. I get it. I just wish it wasn't right next to my house at the fucking God's anus of the morning. My sinuses are still fucked from COVID. The sub out still has a throat with phlegm thing since COVID, and random exhaustion slaps me in the face while sitting still. Yep. That's what I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have to accept and expect that for a bit. And then, when anything else hits, your body just goes, oh God, too much. Your body was like, oh good, we're getting over this virus, but bitch, you didn't make a baby? Oh hell nah! Welcome to hell. It's so fucked up because you're like, yes, not pregnant, but also, oh, I can't feel anything except pain and whiteout. Nothing. Don't delete your character that has a completion on it. I did it and it erased all of it. Wait. Oh, season 2 Diablo 4 ain't that bad. Oh. If you delete a character that has all the completions on it, you did it and erased all your completions? That's Viata, that's what I like. What, like, without, I will never call the cops. I've never felt safe calling the cops. So, like, what do you do? Just go out there and be like, can you please not do this so early? Please, please, please. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I want to watch this new video. Oh, weird. And the map is totally undiscovered again? That is weird. Xbox has announced a partnership with in-world AI.
Very special pineapple for your asshole.
What is this? I don't want, not you. This. What is this? David, thank you so much. I want you, obviously. Thank you so much for starting the class, keeping the class alive. I haven't given it something so fucking long. That's a long fucking time. What the fuck is in-world? Xbox has announced a partnership with in-world AI to bring generative AI games to games, to bring generative AI to games, including AI, game dialogue, and narrative tools at scale. Raise your hand if you want more AI. I don't want that. What the fuck? What? I would like less. Yeah, I would like much less AI. I feel exactly the same. I don't know one human being, even people that aren't like even my mom, who is like, she just scrolls fucking Instagram when she's bored and Facebook and shit like that. She can tell when there's AI and she's like, I hate this shit. It's gross. Like even people that are not balls deep in the internet world, I don't think are into this. Just pay real people to do the fucking dialogue. What? I hate this. Yeah, making sure I won't buy anything from them for the foreseeable future. That's some shit. What? Why? Why? Who do? Okay. Um. Stop! I hate autoplay. Fucking suck my ball. Don't. I'll fucking slaughter you. Not today. I need you guys to see. So every time I full screen the fucking video, it plays because the play button doesn't matter. Just started touring. Yeah, just like recently. Absolutely. They're fan. I would give anything to see one of their shows. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? These guys are all gonna die using drugs. You know what I'm like, I bet they don't even use like realistically speaking, at that age, the kind of drugs they sing about would literally just kill them. I don't think they do them, but I don't know. Good morning, Austin. Good morning, Gravity. How are you? I know. Me, Genova. I mean, how do you even? I I don't know how to. I don't know how to digest. Well, we've just. You're a beautiful bitch! Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it swings 50 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you, goddamn. You know how there's a montage in a movie with funky music where it's just a series of chaotic scenes? Yes. That was like, and then the next scene would just be all them waking up naked in a hotel room with a tiger or something like that. That was amazing. It's all an act for sure, but it's the most fun act. And even if it's not an act, I'm into it. Like it's legitimately hilarious, and they're decent rappers. Like I love them. They're fantastic. I very much like. What did we just watch? I don't know if my brain's gonna work anymore. What the fuck? Have you seen the guy from the Rolling Stones and how many drugs he's done? That might be how they preserve their bodies. Human pickles? No, but oh my god, I did see one the other day. Who was it? Oh god, what's the band that sings "Welcome to the Jungle"? Welcome to the jungle. I can't even. You know that shit. What the fuck? It was like it was a little video. It was like a clip of him back in the day, and then a clip of him today. What's the guy's name though? I know it's Guns N' Roses. What's the dude's name? Help. I'm just blanking on it. But he sounds horrific now. I don't know if that's from drugs or not. But man. Axl Rose, Jesus Christ, thank you. He sings like this now. Like me, he sounds like me. It was pretty funny to listen to, though. I had a big giggle. I had a really big giggle. Like how orange fuckface is preserved by copious Diet Cokes. Diet Cokes and ketchup, probably. Yes. They fully induced the old dude's partying act. I mean, fucking A, dude. What else are you going to do at that age? Seriously. Axl Rose. Yeah, I don't know. Throttle Daisy. Yes. Can we call them that instead? That's a cool name. I like Throttle Daisy. All those hairband guys fucked their voices up by screaming. Like, watching the clip of Axl Rose sing the, like, thing at the beginning of Welcome to the Jungle back in the day, singing it live is impressive as fuck. But you can absolutely see how that probably scarred and destroyed his vocal cords. Like, wow. My vocal cords are ruined and all I do is talk. For fuck's sake, I have no idea. It's kind of baffling. Sorry, I have to turn the fucking volume down again. Here for a fun time, not a long time. It's amazing that half of them are still around, to be honest. My therapist who didn't show up last week text messaged me last night because I ignored her message on the site. Why couldn't you text me last week? I saw your message, Rod. I literally couldn't even reply to it because I didn't have appropriate words. It made me so mad. Like, I appreciate that a therapist is not a crisis center. They are not there to be an emergency crisis call by any means. But your therapist going dark and ghosting you for days, missing your appointment, ghosting you for days, and then emailing you saying, "Sorry, I had problem with my internet connection." And then they immediately text you after that because you didn't reply to their email excuse. Means you could have texted and said, "Hey, I'm having internet problems. I can't make the appointment." Like, breakdown doesn't matter. Like, it honestly, Rod, I don't give a fuck what was going on in your life. It shouldn't matter. A therapist, like, they're a therapist. They're a medical professional. Like, you have a responsibility to communicate with your patient fucking irregardless of what the fuck's going on with them. Because it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if someone's going through a crisis or not. You're a therapist. Like, that's literally your job, is just to be there for somebody. And to go dark like that is fucked up. Fucked up. Everybody has their own life shit. Like, my therapist has had to bail on an appointment. She did not ghost me, for fuck's sake. Literally, her husband had gotten a car accident. She still found the time to text me real quick and say she wouldn't be there, for fuck's sake. Like, it's just, I don't have words like that. Northern Boys ruins all brains, and we love it. We're here for it. He dated Lana Del Rey. Who did? Axl Rose? Good, Rod. Listen, there are some people out there who go into therapy to fix themselves and not others, and it shows. Oh my God. That is more true than I could ever express. Man, I got a degree in psychology when I was in college, like trying to clean up my chemistry degree, just taking extra class. I kind of accidentally got one. And trouble.
I am going
Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus wings. I appreciate you. So I took like the intro psych courses, which are huge auditorium courses, like with hundreds and hundreds of kids. So you do not know your teacher. You're in an auditorium, like way in the back. You don't know anybody. But then once I started getting into the narrowed down psychology courses, I was doing abnormal psychology. I swear to you, and this is just like I tried so hard not to like be judgmental, I guess, for lack of a better word, of this behavior. But I swear to fuck, 90% of the people in psychology programs are just there because they want to talk about themselves all fucking day. I swear to fuck. At a certain point, I stopped going to class because class was just students raising their hand incessantly to tell the teacher their life story. None of us are there for that. None of us give a fuck. Everybody goes through shit. Sit down. Shut up. I'm here to learn. For fuck's sake. Oh my God. It was every fucking day. Every class. When I was 12, my mom told me to put shorts on, but like I couldn't put shorts on. I never knew until now, and it's because shorts are poison for me in my brain. And then she hit me for that. And then I found some shorts I like just like, but these are like, I have a lot of patience, but man, if anything taught me I shouldn't be a therapist, that was it. Because Jesus fucking Christ. Have you checked your butthole? It's kind of, we've talked about it here before, but that like, there's like a phenomenon on Twitch where there's a type of person who does not care what the conversation is in chat. They don't care that the streamer's literally talking about something or in the middle of something. They're just like, hey, did you see my thing? Hey, did you see? Do you want to know about me? Did you see my thing? Hey, did you see my thing? Hey, did you see my thing? Hey, did you see my thing? And you're just like, what the fuck? Where's the social convention for this? What's happening right now? I'm having a heart attack. Ah! It's that, but on a massive scale, and people are paying to do it in a college. Holy shit! Get a therapist. Your college professor is not it. For fuck's sake. Your therapist, therapist, feminist intern, that's a lot of titles, called me a misogynist because I was having family issues in a 1-minute phone call. Wow, they sound like a cunt. Same migrants. It was so bad because, like, I empathize for these people, but I'm not here to listen to your story. I don't care. I'm here to learn about dissociative identity disorder or something. Like, your shorts are cute. You know what I'm saying? It was really fucking hard. See, did you see my thing? I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's been going on. I mean, it's a personality type, and unfortunately, they all go into psychology. All of them. As a receptionist, it takes a lot to get us to be jerks to folks on the phone. Personal crises are not an excuse to be mean to folks. I would never. I mean, yeah. Shorts trauma. I mean, it was dumb. There were dumber things than that. It's not dumb because someone's trauma and obviously it affected them, but like, they were coming to try to get free therapy from a professor that was teaching 300 children at the same time. Like, it was just, stop! I couldn't do it. I felt like I was getting mean because I just would sit in class like, you put your fucking hand down. You put your God damn it, they called on them again. And then they would just like, and then it's like listening to a 5-year-old tell a story. But it was like 18 to 25-year-olds. Have you ever listened to like a 5-year-old try to tell you a story? That's it, but on a massive scale for an hour. Holy shit. When I was a young warthog. And as Katie always says, therapy's often for people. Oh, God. It's so real, though. We go to therapy to deal with the people in our lives who refuse to go to therapy. And it's fucked. Go to therapy. People are just sometimes tone deaf for the room being read, like, all the time. I think I agree with you. I think like, I would just, sit there and be, like, really annoyed because I wanted to be there and listen to the professor, and the professor couldn't help but call on these people that just wanted to talk about themselves constantly. And it was like they already had this story. They had their day planned before they even got to class. Like, they went to class with the sole purpose of raising their hand, interrupting class, and telling a 45-minute story about their shorts. Like, the class didn't matter, the other students don't exist, and that is their neurospiciness, which is awesome, but, like, figure it the fuck out because you're putting my education at a detriment, and I'm paying a lot of money for it. You know? Safi, how are you doing? People drove me crazy in high school? Yeah. People drive me crazy in general? Yeah. It's a circle. It's a circle. We had an apartment meeting last week. We had an apartment meeting last week that was supposed to be an hour, and turned into 2 because people got off track. It always happens. People are interesting. I mean, everybody wants to be involved in a conversation, which I completely understand, but some people want to be the sole source of the conversation, the topic of the conversation, the everything of the conversation, and it's just like, to a certain extent, that's fun, but they have like, someone's gotta be there to smack them and be like, "Other people wanna talk too. Shut up. You have to listen if you want to be listened to." You know? People will bitch all day about how no one listens to them, no one hears them, but do they listen? Do they have a listening skill themselves? Probably fucking not. You know? We'd argue wait, hold on. It's a waste of time, especially with college, you're literally paying like $5,000 a quarter per class. It's just insane. It's probably selfish of me, but it would drive me fucking crazy. You're right to neurospicy ends at my neurospicy nose. I'm a neurospicy, like, I get it. I mean, David, that's totally different though. Like, that's like that's I see me like, not memes, but like Instagram posts and stuff about that a lot, where it's like a lot of neurospicy people, they just desperately want to connect with another person, because we've gone the vast majority of our life, and I'm definitely including myself. We've gone the vast majority of our life being incapable of connecting with another person. No one taught us how. We all were just taught the pretend fake niceties. But that's like, I feel like when you become an adult, you realize that the way people taught you how to communicate is not how you actually communicate with real people. It's the fake customer service communication that we're all driven to, like, learn early. Like, the "Hi, how are you? Great." Shit. And we don't learn how to, like, fully, and I get that. Like, when someone tells a story that you identify with, the first thing you wanna do is jump and be like, "Me too." Because you just desperately are like, "Me too, please be my friend." But we don't know how. Like, that's the only way we know how. Like, there's a common theme of meme these days, where it's that ADHD people are like walking little Wikipedias that just, like, shout blurbles randomly. It's just because we wanna fucking have something in common with somebody, you know? I had a coworker who was like that at town hall meetings. I've got a two-part question with a follow-up and a synopsis. I can't. Sit down, write a letter. Those people should be rejected. Oh, McTaggart, I believe it. They used to do it in the hospital to me all the time. When people are relaxed and you are a safe person to be around, a lot of people, it's kind of like a brain purge. Like, they're not really looking for any help or advice or answers. It's just like, you are a non-biased, non-partisan human being. They can just vomit all this stuff out, leave, and it didn't change their life to do it, but maybe it feels good just to say it. You know? Masking is the term for it. Yeah, has become a thing for us neurospicy peeps, and it's hard to unlearn. It really is. And then when we drop the mask, it's like we come across as really intense. I feel like sometimes, myself included. When I say we, I'm definitely including myself. Like, I go from the mask of what I was taught to be in society to, once I'm comfortable around someone, being like the little gremlin who humps and says sexual things all the time, and it can be really intense. I get it. It can be misleading a little, but what are you gonna do? It's just who we are. I'm speaking too much truth.
I'm sorry. Should we smoke pot about it?
How's your day? Quietly thinking to myself, don't talk about how itchy your butthole is because you got the wrong toilet paper. Pulls out scripts. Why, yes, the weather sure is lovely today. I'm doing fine, thanks. How about that sports ball? Do you like bugs? People listen to respond, not to understand these days. All those people are exhausting to speak with. Very much so. I know a lot of people personally who I love dearly, but you can tell when you're in a conversation with them while you're talking, they're just thinking of the next thing to say and they are not listening to you at all. Like they have checked out. Like I've actually fucked with some friends of mine. You might be in chat right now, and I'll notice that face gloss over in your eyes, and I'll just start speaking nonsense. And then you're like, yeah, but anyways, blah, 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 and you can tell they literally checked out the moment your mouth opened, which is fine. Some people enjoy that. Not me. I'll point it out and make you feel bad, but like to each their own. Intense is the most regular painful thing I get called when I just love sharing same. Too much. When I was a kid, my sister and I joke that if we ever my sister and I joke we want to start a podcast someday and just like talk because my sister and I were like best friends and we lived quite a life and I think it would be really interesting. But we wanted to call it "Don't Be Weird" because that's my mom's phrase. Like that is her thing. If we suddenly become ourselves, if we relax and start just being ourselves, don't be weird would be just this scowl and this don't be weird. And that was my mom's clue to mask kids. You know what I'm saying? It was wild, but that's what we would name it because it was just quintessential. This is such a good song. Year Zero, it's a fabulous song. Ooh, you got a jobs in tech? Fuck yeah. Dude, when you do that, you find out real quick who your actual friends are and who wanted to just hang around because your mask was cool or made them feel safe. My social hack is to ask them questions. Such a good trick. Holy shit. 100%. My therapist taught me that years ago. She told me because I was like, I feel like I just don't know how to connect to people or I'm scared that I'm too much and therefore I like drive people away from me or I shut down social.
This very first
Taco Existential tipped $5. To be weird.
I will.
Thank you for that tip. Love, I fucking appreciate you. You might be in the chat right now. 100%. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't be friends with someone because of this. I will just, as long as they're okay with me being a bitch to them about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna point out because it annoys me. Do you just call glut glitter? Wait. My therapist taught me this. She said, if you ever feel like you want to connect with someone and you want them to feel comfortable around you, but like you don't know how to do it and you're afraid, like you're either gonna mask or you're gonna like vomit yourself on them, ask them questions about themselves because it's like it's a animalistic thing of ours. Human beings fucking love to talk about themselves. Like, you could say you don't, you do. You love it. You can't help it, we all do. And when someone expresses interest in us and asks us questions about us, it immediately lowers guards and lowers boundaries and makes us more comfortable. It's real weird. It's a like a subconscious thing, but if you wanna win someone over, just start asking them questions about themselves. What's your 3rd favorite reptile? What kind of music would you put in a jukebox? Etcetera. You will make a friend. You might not like their answers, but they're gonna like you just because you feigned general interest in them. Isn't that sick? You can literally debate a person just by feigning general interest in them because none of us will literally be interested in anybody else because we're scared of people. What the fuck? I've been working on that in therapy, making sure I listen and try not to think of the next thing I'm gonna say. Here's the thing, Rod, you need to be around people who let you finish your thought. That's what I've found a lot of people who do that, like, just don't listen when they're having a conversation with someone, it's because they've been around people their entire existence who don't let them finish their thought. So they've been trained to break their thoughts into segments. So you pause to be nice, but that whole time you're pausing, you're thinking about the next segment you just needed to finish, but the people around you tell you to shut up too much. Like just finish what you need to say, and then you don't have a problem listening. But if you're not finished talking, obviously, like, someone has cut you off or something, right? I love how I have bipolar, PTSD, ADHD, OCD. I can't drive and just Didn't get a job when I was younger because I messed things up in my early 20s. Everybody messes up, honeybean. We all fuck up. I love how I can be anxious about medical shit and Katie makes the most inappropriate jokes, always making me feel better. I'm still disgusted with myself with what I said yesterday. Oh, my mom. Well, my mom likes to pretend that we are our masks. You know what I'm saying? Would you kindly, but instead it's a signal to hide the neurospicy? Jesus Christ, can you imagine? My browser just fucking did the blink. Don't do it today. Not today. I don't have the oomph. David, 100, I mean, not you. It's impossible to always have something to contribute to. I mean, you know me, I'm queen lurker. I never feel like I have anything of value to add to a conversation, to be honest. Katie referred me 100% because I know I get called out on that in therapy, but I never knew I was doing it consciously. Once she told me that, I've been fighting it. I mean, that's the thing. Like it. How do you say it? It's invaluable. Like you can't put. It's so I don't know how to word it. Having people around you who can be honest and point something out, like, hey, you don't really listen when we have a conversation, but they're still your friend, but they care about you enough to point something out is so rare because we're so taught and ingrained, like, don't ever be mean, don't offend anybody, blah, 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 blah. Like, let someone walk around with shit on their face instead of pointing out the shit on their face because God forbid you embarrass them with the shit on their face. Please tell me if I have shit on my face. I'd rather be embarrassed by the shit on my face you told me and get rid of it than just walk around with shit on my face. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, I mean, I don't think we can help it, but like, we are driven to look for people who act like our parents to be our partner because it's familiar. And unfortunately, if your parents taught you everything you have to say is worthless and you are just a child to be seen and not heard, you're probably going to look for a partner that complements that and talks a lot over you and doesn't really care what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? We can't help it. We have to consciously go against that grain, go to the uncomfortable, someone who just sits and lets you talk. And you'll pause and they won't say a fucking word because they know you've got more to say. And it will make you very uncomfortable. But that's kind of someone you need in your life. You know? But also, think about who you're in a conversation with. Are you in a conversation with them because it's just the appropriate thing to do? Or are you genuinely interested in them? Because I feel like if you're in a conversation with someone who you are genuinely interested in and you give a fuck what they have to say, you will want to listen. Like your brain will actively want to listen to them. You won't have to force your brain to listen to somebody. You know what I mean? Hi, Donna. Good morning. Once I acknowledged my past behavior and worked on myself for the last 3 years, it is hard to make friends and even date. It's so same. It was so I think I've talked about that a couple times on stream, but when I first started being like an official, like a fully licensed respiratory therapist and shit, I entered the world of like adults and everyone I worked with was adults and they were married and they had kids and like I remember trying to fit that. I was like, "Oh, I guess this is the mold I just have to like morph myself to now because this is the career I've chosen and everybody I work with is like this." And I remember like people I worked with who were like work friends, I went to hang out with them outside of work and I like hated them. I don't know how else to put that. I just had like the most vile distaste in my mouth for these people because the only thing we had in common was working together. Outside of work, we have fuck all in common, like at all. And everything that came out of their mouth was just like really stupid and made me really angry. And it was like a moment for me where I was realizing I am starting to drop my own mask and learning that it's okay. I don't have to like everybody and not everybody has to like me. That's okay. And honestly, that's just the way it's going to be. No matter what, accepting that reality I think is really helpful. Dude, earless monitor lizards are amazing. I really like those ones. Are they the ones on the Galapagos? I think they're a type of iguana, but they're like black. And I swear to God, they look like Godzilla. Like every time I see one, I'm like, oh, it's a little Godzilla. Like they're just so metal. Sometimes Rod can go from one topic in the next to the next in the same sentence. Dude, I have a feeling that Rod has never had people around him that just genuinely are interested and want to talk to him. I think that's where that kind of shit comes from. Like, you kind of feel like you need to blurb it all out. Like, for instance, in my family, the worst thing that I had to, like, I didn't have to, but I wanted to, like, extricate from my fucking behavior was cross talking. My family is loud, obnoxious, yelling people. And, like, for instance, a family gathering, like, there could be someone in the kitchen, but if they can see someone on the other side of the house in the living room, they will try to have a conversation from those 2 points across all of the people in the middle of the house who are also having conversations. And it's like whoever yells the loudest wins, I guess. And it's chaos. Like, if you've watched, there's a new show out. I can't even finish it because it makes me so anxious. It's called, what is it? The Bear. It's that, like, chef, yes, chef fucking show. That is my family to a T. It's just yelling and screaming and chaos, and everybody's like very passive aggressive, mean all the time. And I went into the world thinking it's normal to just raise your voice and be the dominant conversation in a room. That's how you win, right? And I had to be like, fuck no, that is what? And now I hate it. And I can't even stand to be around them because I'm just like, one of you's got to shut the fuck up. Everybody's talking at the same time and they're just getting mad at each other for talking over each other. It's like a cyclone of fuck. I've watched all of Shameless like 3 times. It is relatable. We love Rod. But everybody has fucking like weird things about themselves, you know what I mean? And if you think about the cores of them, like they're pretty explainable, honestly. Oh, dude. I mean, Rod, if anything, that's it. I need more espresso. I know. I'll cheers. Let me see. I want you to. It would be amazing. Kona, I get that all the time. I mean, I'm 35, and at this age, people essentially either assume something is wrong with me or I can't have kids or both. Because a 35-year-old woman should have a child and be married. Like, that is the cookie cutter that fits the world, and to not fit it makes you scary. People don't know what to expect from you, and it makes them very nervous. I get it all the time. Oh, is something wrong? Do you have like PC? I'm like, oh, I just don't want them. But I get it a lot. Yeah, it happens. I mean, you shouldn't be defined by what comes out of your pussy. That being said, moms are superheroes. Like, don't get me wrong, but what the fuck? Cheers. Rod, you already know what I'm going to say. Be a better person. There's no such thing. Good and bad is so subjective. Literally, there's no such thing. You are never, ever going to become a better person. You are a good person. You need to learn how to habitually surround yourselves with people who appreciate you as that good person you are, period. Because the fact that you think you're not means there's a lot of people around you who have not built you up and lifted you to the elevation you should be at, which is, hey, I'm Rod and I'm a decent fucking human being. Know what I'm saying? Surround yourself by good people, man. My parents were and me were told the only reason kids spoke to me was because I was there. Wait, what? The only reason kids spoke to you was because you were there. Why else would they talk to you? The only reason I speak to anyone in the world is because they are there. Why would I talk to them if they weren't there? That's called insanity. Falling back to the whole shitty person you don't want to be is an easy action. It really, really is. It's the lazy fallback, right? It's easy to just let life happen to you as opposed to taking life by the balls and saying, go fuck yourself. Fun fact, did you know that rabbits' testicles are in front of their penis and not behind? Amazing. Oh, what am I smoking? This one. I ground it up yesterday. Sorry, my brain farted. It is called The Sweeties number 7. The genetics are White Tahoe cookies and Face Off OG, allegedly. And it is allegedly 22.51% THC by 710 Labs. I don't know. It was on sale. Weird white container. Never had a white one. Being married to a woman, cut those questions out real quick, but I've also told people I'm a cystic fibrosis carrier, which tends to end the combo. Really? Oh, when it comes to having babies, you mean? Generally, I'd rather love putting someone in their place by making them feel like an asshole and embarrassed for asking me if I have children, by telling them I'm unable and to exactly why. I've thought real hard about weird, like if I was in the mood to want to have an extended interaction with a human being, I probably would respond with something like, "Oh, I had twins and they died in a boating accident 3 days ago, you fucking asshole," just to make someone not sleep at night. But my overriding instinct in all interactions is, how can I make this as short as possible? How can I make you no longer here 24/7? And being sassy and clever is not the solution to that ever. Unfortunately, I've just learned that from experience. That always extends the conversation. The sense is there's still it's just my smell is fucked up, which makes it so I can't really taste anything. They're about the same though. Just like the weird sick smell, and then I can smell really weird things coming out of like, vinegar is in everything. I don't know, shit like that, but no, other than that, I got nothing. It sucks. I'm still just really congested. Like, there's so much crap in my face. To piggyback on Katie Rod, doing good to do good is also easy. Don't do it just because you're looking for something in the end. 100%. Yeah, I can't remember who said it, but I don't know. I don't know where I got this, but someone said it ages ago and I really like it. It's, do good quietly. I really liked that one. Do good quietly. Donate to a charity and tell no one. Go pick up a bunch of trash on the street and tell no one. Don't tweet it. Don't put it on Instagram. Don't do something for the commodification of it. Do it because it made you feel good to do it. That kind of shit. Fucking wild how good it feels. You have to, the reason we do good and then tell people about it is we want other people to validify? Is that the word? Validify? Yeah. You know what I mean? Validify your goodness when their opinion of whether or not you're good or not is invalid in itself. So really, like, putting out stuff for nothing in return. It's like fake transactions of bullshit back and forth. It's that pretend conversation in a customer service thing. Validate. Thank you. Validify? What the fuck? I'm post-op. Not everything changes over. Jesus Christ. Some people just don't realize how damn invasive those questions are until you give them a brutally honest answer. 100% yes. Cheers, Mel. Cloves, did it work? Yeah, if you need to call attention to your good deeds, you're doing them for the wrong reason. The only reason I can see that would benefit anything, like bragging about doing a good deed, is if you're bringing attention to something where other people can also assist with that good deed, i.e., like a GoFundMe for someone who has cancer, et cetera, a charity, something like that. Like, obviously, if you're, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Sorry, I'm so gross feeling today, but you know what I mean. Yeah, like St. Jude or something like that. When you're like, hey, I did this and I'm showing you guys because I want y'all to go do it too. Like, come help. That's different. Like, that's using your voice for good, obviously. Always be a little suspicious who tell you that they're good people. Learn that one the hard way. I saw something recently, man, it really hit me hard, and it was like, fuck nice. I'll take kind over nice any day. Nice is just like a gossamer for bullshit or for lying or something like that. I don't know. It was the difference between kind and nice, and it was so well put. Ren female counterpart. Hold on, my browser is not working, so I have a couple links up from you guys. I'm just trying to see if they'll buffer, but my browser's doing the blinking. Is it Twitch? Is Twitch the reason all my browsers are blinking? Is Twitch going down? That's why you should always crop dust in a grocery store. Do it because it makes you feel better, not for the... That made me me tear. Fucking crop dusting. Good morning, Eliza. Do it because it makes you feel better, not for the reaction. Being kind comes from the heart. Anyone can be nice. Yeah, you can fake nice, but kind, I don't think you can fake. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. My eyeball. It really did make me tear.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out.
Thank you so much for some of the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it a swings with that prime sub sponsor.
I appreciate you.
Ooh, players working for Eliza. If the play, like, maybe just don't click out of streams that you're in right now because it looks like things are happening. Oh, yep. Genova says, do not leave stream. If you want to stay, I mean, if you want to come back, don't click out because we have video. Oh, shit. You're all stuck here forever. Enjoy it. We're all trapped here together, kids. My eye is still watering. I just want to talk. I just want to cheers, hang out. Is it okay? I don't want to do anything. Oh, is it Cloudflare again? Okay. Cloudflare. Cloudflare's like the servers thing. Where are you going? Where are you going though? Where you guys going? Where are you going? If you're anything like me, you have 7 streams open right now. So like just don't close the streams open that you're in. You know, Eliza, I've thought about that. Like just the sheer fact that Cloudflare runs so much of the internet. It is kind of terrifying when that shit goes down. It's kind of like a little monopoly. You only have me open right now. Really? Man, I'm sorry Twitch is being twitchy right now. We won't start the game until it evens out because fuck that shit. We're literally starting it today, so it's all the cutscenes and stuff. Boo! It took forever for your laptop to reconnect. Interesting. Donna has 4 up and can click. It must be just regional, yeah. Katie's stuck with us. I mean, it's a blessing, let me tell you. Oh, C. Zerkley. I didn't break it, but it's broken. When I was cleaning it like a week ago, I noticed it has a fucking hairline fracture, like right there, just coming off the neck. I've literally just kept this by my desk for almost 2 weeks now just to show people. Just because this is a great example of no. The heat and the cold mixing in this thing could result in that shattering and you inhaling shattered glass. Like we do not smoke from bongs with cracks. I didn't smoke weed for almost 3 weeks because this broke and I just didn't have anything to smoke out of. No one's that desperate. You don't want shattered glass in your lungs. Please don't do that. This is the little deadly bong. That being said, someone did buy me a bong on my throne thingy. I gotta go figure it out. So I'm really excited for that because this is like a really old, just something I found in a cupboard somewhere. So I did a thing and acquired another ball python. He's 3 years old and came with everything, but he was only $200. What kind of ball python? It's BioShock 2, Donna. I keep wanting to call it Cult of the Lamb. I don't think that's what it's called. But there is like a Cult of Lamb in it. BioShock 2. We beat oh, my nail polish. We beat BioShock 1 last week. It was fucking epic. It was awesome. It's such a good game. Oh, pied, dude. Pieds are beautiful. Yeah, inhaling shattered glass is literally the least metal thing you could fucking do. I don't want to risk the glass, man. My lungs are already fucked from COVID. Okay, so Twitch support says we're literally my browsers are being fucked right now. We're aware of an issue with users currently unable to view streams. Our team is actively working on resolving this issue. We'll keep you updated here. Thanks for your reports. You're welcome. Hopefully it evens out. What is that, Erican? Hold on. You mean to tell me you don't take a fat rip of weed through the skulls of your fallen foes? Skull is different. Because bone doesn't shatter when there's, well, it can, but like, you know, it doesn't, like, bone is really like porous and it's like designed to like kind of like expand and shrink with heat and cold. So it wouldn't shatter because, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little, I'd smoke out of a skull. Fuck it. I love them. I hate my ball python with all the passion of 1,000 suns simply because she eats once every 6 months and it drives me insane, but that's like notorious for ball pythons. They are cunts. Just cunts. What's it gonna do? Take me out? Yes. I did have someone inhale, like, I guess this is a thing people do, but like, you know, those long tube light bulbs that go in the fucking shitty lights, like in schools and stuff? Apparently, when they die, people like to take them out back and shatter them. Like, they just throw them on the ground and they turn to dust. But that dust gets in the air and then into their lungs. And I had a patient who just, like, straight up died because that perforated glass, they inhaled it into their lungs. And it, you know, shredded everything. But I had forgotten about that. I was just being cautious, but now, like, yes, yeah, could absolutely take you out. Your lungs, like, your lung tissue doesn't have nerves, so you wouldn't even know the damage was occurring until you were so short of breath you were dying. I feel. You know? I threw it on the ground. I don't know what those light bulbs are made out of, to be honest. Are they made out of something different than glass? It was glass. I mean, the cause of death was glass. It was definitely like powdered shards of glass in their lungs. Good morning, Crispy. How are you? I'm living a fucking Onion article. I feel like we all are. Ooh, Robo, yours is working? I think Eliza said it's like a Cloudflare thing. Twitch has recognized that Twitch is being twitchy, which is why I haven't started the game or anything. We're just hanging until it decides to be fine. Because I totally get, like, I usually literally have like 9 streams up at a time and I'm just clicking between them. I totally get it. Maybe don't click between streams right now. You might not be able to get back. LZT! Happy belated birthday, Honeybean. My voice is so fucked. I wanted to scream happy birthday, but man. I hope you did exactly what you wanted to do. Because that's what you get to do on your birthday. I really want to strangle whoever decided we needed to change how we teach kids algebra.
I don't have kids and I would join you.
Why? Math doesn't change. Why do we have to fuck with it? Just spent an hour trying to figure out what an algebra tile was. Wait, would it? Do I want to know? Cloudflare status. So do I. So do I, because it literally controls like this and YouTube and like everything, right? Cloudflare literally does like control the fucking internet. It really does. Erican just gifted 3 months of a sub to LZT. LZT, use a belt wizard of the highest order. Good baby. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Have a wonderful birthday. And for fuck's sake, study. I hope studying is going well. They're made of glass, ceramic, and phosphor and some mercury. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you'd be fucked. You'd be fucked long term too then. Gold fluorescent bulbs are glass with a coating of material on the inside that glows under UV, which is also likely bad. Yeah, it's the whole situation, but the acute, I mean, they died in the ER and it was bleeding out from the glass. If we're stuck here right where we need to be, that's how I like to think of it, but maths are the devil. Why would, I mean, you don't need to change. I don't want to know what an algebra tile is. Good to know. Yeah, when all my little nieces were going through elementary school, it was new math. And I was like, no, but it's still math. Like, you're doing the exact, you're getting the answer I get. But they made you do it weird. And I just don't, why? I mean, even teachers I know think it's all bullshit. Cute how they developed a new way to teach math so parents can't help their kids in a time with learning retention is at its lowest. Yay! Dude, Mogrins, seriously, if your parents have to go onto Khan Academy for 6 hours just to help you with your homework, then this is me being a very cynical cunt, and I completely understand that. But if my parents don't know how to do the shit I'm being taught in elementary, middle, and high school, then I don't think I need to be taught it, because obviously it's not necessary to be an adult and function in the world. Is that just me? Like, they're making on fine without algebra tiles. Why do I have to learn fucking algebra tiles? Because allegedly, what school is doing is preparing me for the real world, which my parents are out there doing, and they don't know anything you're teaching me in this fucking school that's preparing me for the world. Like, it's a cycle of what the fuck. And I understand education's necessary, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I'm not saying no education, but like, they made me go all the way through linear algebra in college, and I still haven't used that shit. Mercury? Wasn't Sailor Mercury the blue-haired one, or was she the turquoise? There was Uranus and Blank were together. Those were my favorites. What is her name with the turquoise hair? Khan Academy is the only reason I got through school. Seriously, that's the only reason I got through school. Khan Academy is absolutely amazing. Once I got to a certain type of math, my parents were like, I have no idea, so you're on your own. Same. Once I got into like trigonometry and shit, my parents were like, nope. We didn't have to do any of that. Fuck yes. Happy birthday, happy birthday. That was your day to have a lot of fun. We were waiting for the... No, we weren't. We were in existential pain. Celebrating this. That was your day. So happy birthday to you. Ooh. I hope you did everything you wanted and got something delicious to eat. And if not, you can always do a do-over because it was your fucking birthday. I love to remind my parents it was the last time I theoretically had my face on my mom's cooter. She loves that one. Or the inevitable cream pie that created me. Always a good conversation. Just tossing ideas out there. Send them your therapy bill with a note that says you broke it, you bought it. All sorts of things you could do to thank them for squirting you out. You know what I'm saying? It is. Math is still math. That's the thing, Trouble. Math will always be math. It's just they're inventing new ways to try to get us to do it, which is just why, because we weren't good the other way. What the fuck? My Emma who taught science for 40 plus years was fucking confused at the way they were trying to do it. I don't get it. I've looked at it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. They've turned math, it looks like, feels like, from someone who did not go through new math or whatever the fuck it is, looks like they're taking all math and trying to make it word problems. And like, word problems were the worst part of math. So now you've taken all the math I could do and made it so I can't do it. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. I am a child left behind, motherfuckers. I thought the whole point of the new math was to teach different ways to get the same answer, which helps to those who learn differently. But I don't know. The teachers I know are high school teachers. That's the thing. It's not like they're giving kids a choice. It's like, yes, I wish they did that. I wish they were like, oh, you can't learn it this way. Let's teach another way to this child or whatever. But instead they were just like, all right, everybody, again, generalizing. They're like, all students have to learn this way now. Like, they just keep, like, generalizing human beings, and I feel like we're far too... We know we're too diverse to do shit like that, you know? Neptune! Thank you. Neptune was the turquoise hair. Neptune and Uranus were together. Mercury was the nerd, right? With the short blue hair. Ask for a receipt to return yourself? Hard yes. Yeah, it was Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. Those were the core. And then there was the outer sensei, which was like Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. What was the one with the short hair? Why am I blanking on her? Sailor Moon was my jam back in the manga. Saturn. I almost said Jupiter. I was thinking rings, and I was like, Jupiter's the tall brown-haired one that cooks. Not that one. Wrong one. Yeah. Used to read, I was obsessed, man. My doctor's office sent me an email telling me happy birthday and to schedule a man pap and a physical. It's not my birthday. I don't require paps anymore. And I was just there 3 weeks ago. Maybe they restaffed the office with a bunch of dumb. My daughter does math like me in her head. And the show, oh, me too. That got me in a lot of bad grades as a kid because I can't. My brain is faster than I can write my work. Yeah, my daughter does math like me in her head, and then show your work on the number line or squares or drawing pictures, and she's like, "Why I have the right answer, right?" And they won't give you the full credit because they're like, "How'd you get the answer? You might have cheated." Or my brain's a tiger beetle. I was the same, Kills. I still am to this day. Like, I'll start writing out the work, but my brain will go way faster than I could ever even imagine writing it all down, and I have the answer before I'm there. And so I'll quickly write the answer down, and then it's like I have to go waste time figuring out the work just to show that I did it on my own. I literally had a professor in college, try very hard to fail me out of her class. Because after a test, she emailed me and was like, "Come to my office hours. I think you cheated." And I'm like, "What the fuck? A math test in a huge, like a freshman level math class, huge, lots of students." And I went to her office and she's like, "There's no work on your paper." Like there was like half work for every single one, but I had the right answers. And she really tried to give me an F and kick me out of her class. And I was like, "I hate you, bitch." She looked like a fucking beaver. Yes, Sailor Jupiter was the tall, brown-haired one with the electricity powers. She was pink and green, and she loved cooking, and got kicked out of so many schools for being violent, and that's why she always had a different. No one cares, Katie. If you look at pictures of Sailor Scouts in their school uniforms, Jupiter is always in a different kind of uniform with like a long, like beige skirt or something as opposed to the super short or the dark blue skirts. And it's because she moved around school so many times because she was violent and mean or something. I read all the. I'm sorry. I'm done now. I didn't see DBZ until way later actually because I didn't have TV. I didn't know if they the only reason I knew Sailor Moon was the manga, however the fuck you want to say it, the books, the very thick fucking comic books. Animated show on Netflix called Blue Eyed Samurai. Ooh, oh, I loved Arcane. Hold on, Blue Eyed Samurai. I want to write it down. I need a pen. Arcane was a work of art. Is a work of art. I've rewatched that. Like I drew a bat. Cute. I'll draw on the back of that because I don't care about this bat and I don't know why I don't know why this exists. Blue Eyed Samurai. Fuck yeah. I've been rewatching all of. I know this is a very controversial show. A lot of people fucking hate it, like really strongly. Big Bang Theory is what I watch when I feel shitty. There's so much of it. You can literally put it on almost 24 hours a day and get a good week out of it. And it makes me nostalgic, but I've been rewatching that a lot. Still identify a lot with Sheldon. The best explanation you can give is if you don't show how you got the answer, there's no place to start helping you from if you get it wrong. I know. But showing the work didn't help me anyways with that. Because they'd be like, "How did you get this part of the work?" And I couldn't tell them because my brain just does it so fucking fast. I don't know. It's Tiger Beetle. I got to catch up with my head, and by the time I'm there, I can't remember why I got there. So if it's right or wrong, I'm like, I don't know. I know I did it though, but I don't know. I assume. I'm scared to teach her old math because I don't want it to be a detriment to how she has to do it. I mean, isn't that fucked? You can't teach her real math. Proofs sucked. I would have done so much better if they'd explained why instead of just saying shit like because you have to. Yes. I am such a why person, Glut. Hard same. And I think that's why when someone asks me a question about something medical or otherwise, just something I know a lot about, I start 10 steps back to get to the answer because for me, that helps it all solidify in my head. I need all the why and the background just saying this is this because I said so will not make me remember it in any way, shape, or form. You are not important to me, and because you said anything does not make it suddenly stick in my head for any reason. Yeah, I need that. I totally get that. No, it's fucking amazing. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm excited. I'm surprised it hasn't been suggested to me on Netflix, to be honest. I had a science teacher who hated me from the word go, and then when I graduated, she put on, like, she was proud of me and shit. The only time I was ever sent out of the room, like, I was sent to the hall and then the principal's office, was because I corrected my chemistry high school teacher. She fucking hated me for it. And she was like, "You can't embarrass me in front of the class like that." I'm like, "You straight up just lied to 25 of my classmates and told them the wrong thing." It was literally the machine. I don't even know if they teach that anymore. Is there new chemistry now? Saturn, I mean, all honestly, the only Sailor Scout I couldn't stand was Serena. I had a prof ask me if I was foreign. I said my mom's British. She said it explains the comma faults. What? You're gonna have a rough time in my class. Okay, or you could just be understanding that I fucking culturally am different. Wow, what a cunt. Have a good one, LZT. Good luck. I've heard about these metal cruises. I don't want to be on any cruise. Being stuck on a ship with any amount of people sounds like a terrible idea, but lots of people fucking love cruises and more power to them. They look cool. I had a shitty math teacher in college. She was nasty about everything and nitpicky. That is lame. The only reason I was able to get through math is because my college professors were dope. I'm so sorry for you. She sucked at math. I was correcting her work in class all the time. And then she'd be a jerk. One day I went off and made her cry. If you actually knew how to be a teacher, half this class wouldn't be failing. I mean, isn't that fucked up? I had a teacher one time tell me that if half the class isn't failing, the college punishes the teacher because there's something wrong. Like if too many people are getting good grades, then the teacher's not doing their job. According to the college, which I was like, what? Isn't that literally the complete opposite? Hard saying migraines. For me, it was always find the shortest distance between point A and point B across a river. And like I don't know why, but maybe it's like the obstinance disorder or something. I would literally look at my teacher and be like, "Why wouldn't I just cross the fucking river where it's most shallow?" Like I couldn't get over it, and to this day, it stumps the living fuck out of me. I hate it so much, so fucking much. It's a straight goddamn line. But the math for it was and they couldn't give me any whys for why this question was always on every single math test and why the fuck it is this way, or I don't know. It haunts me. It haunts me. I just found a coworker of mine is anti-vax. I work for a hospital.
Do you have like a hero system, i.e., an anonymous reporting system?
Because no shit, according to the CDC at this point, you cannot work in a hospital and be anti-vax openly, especially if you're talking about it with people that are patients. You will get fired. It is you are a safety hazard. At Hopkins, it was called the hero system, but every hospital has like that anonymous reporting. I would. Bye-bye. No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. My high school class got our calculus teacher fired because she kept getting stuff wrong and tried to give the kids that corrected her bad grades. Oh, bitch. Wow. A lot of times we'll say no. Holy sh. The music stopped at the exact moment you touched me, and I literally thought I had a little bit of a stroke just then. Wow, my heart ball is in my eyes. My heart balls? I have to stop. Stop, Katie. Jesus fucking Christ. BioWare hid some code in their N7 day post, and we might be getting more Mass Effect. What? Sorry, I didn't mean to scream into the mic, but what? I'm glad I'm not the only one who had horrific teachers that literally taught lies. I had a college professor, no shit. I think it was Bio 101 or something, which means like thousands of kids in an auditorium. She stood at that front of that class and tried to tell the entire class that at nighttime, your lungs collapse. And first thing in the morning, if you take a really deep breath right when you wake up and you listen, you can hear all of the alveoli pop, pop, pop back open. And both of my parents are respiratory therapists. My grandmother was a respiratory therapist. Like, that shit just bred into me before I was even in a medical program. I straight up was like, no, no. That's atelectasis. And if it happens while you're sleeping, you probably die. She was tenured. Fucking A, dude. I had similar issues with my science teacher. She marked some stuff wrong on an assignment that was not wrong. When I confronted her about it, she basically told me to fuck off and she wouldn't correct them, which would have given you a passing grade. What a cunt. It's the principle of it. No, I mean, I feel like there's definitely a generation of human beings who just go into certain positions in the world because they want to have a certain level of control over other people, regardless. Like you know what I mean? I don't know if there's like a term, but it's like they just get a little sick hit. And how do I word that? Like, there doesn't need to be a good reason for why they're doing it. They'll just do it because they know it upsets you and it will give them a hit of, good. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but it's upsetting. I'm not sure. She said if she wasn't forced to continue working here, she would have not gotten vaccinated. So, I mean, she is vaccinated, but no shit. What I like, those laws and shit about whether or not you can be anti-vax, you are literally considered a walking crime, a walking lawsuit. This I have learned from people I know who work at the CDC right now and are going around the nation firing openly anti-vax nurses. But it all has to be with how you talk to the patients. You can talk to your coworkers however you want. But if you start saying shit like that to a patient or around people that are not employed by the hospital, you are a walking time bomb of danger and they will fire you very quickly. The unions don't even want you. You are danger sauce. Shoo. See, Glutton, that's the thing. It's like, maybe. Cheers. Oh, I need a little bowl. But cheers. Post-cheers. Hi, Bubba. Is it break time? It's probably break time, huh? No, we were talking about this. Someone else said something about someone else said something about the Mass Effect 2. We were kind of talking about that too. We had multiple topics going on. I love Mass Effect more than most things in the world. My little void. My void boy. I know, are there scary people still outside on the roof? You're such a pretty boy. Beautiful boy. What's on your face? What's on your face? I don't know. Gosh, is a void baby. He is a big baby. They turned 4 this year. March 25th. My Aries children. You make everything so dark, bud. You're really making my lighting look a little dark. My baby boy. I don't know how you become an anti-vax nurse. I think it's similar to the way people kind of become a little obsessed with a certain diet or a certain religion or something. It's just people, I mean, we do crave to have community and we crave to be a part of something. And, you know, some people, like, they try keto or paleo, and I have nothing against you doing whatever. But it becomes their personality. It becomes everything that they are. Like, they don't talk about anything, or like CrossFit. They don't talk about literally anything but CrossFit. They do nothing but CrossFit. They hang out with other CrossFit people. Like, people just desperately want to be a part of something. And sometimes I feel like in a moment of just like desperation and loneliness and feeling like you're not connecting with people, it's really easy to fall into an icky thought process because you might be like, well, they're not anti-vax. They question. You know, they're not just going to accept whatever the government throws at us. They question things, and it's good to question things. You should question your government. You should question everybody. It starts out something like that, and then it tunnels into horrificness. You know what I'm saying? They know how to bait people in with more mild ideas that seem to make sense to all of us. Like, I would definitely say question like, you should never feel like you can't question something. but maybe you don't have the capacity to assess whether or not the answer to said question is accurate or useful, etc., etc. I don't know. Big words. I have to pee. Thank you, Tom. We're not patient facing, thank God, but still, how now I'm uncomfortable and I live with my elderly parents. Can you not try to give me? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that one, Honeybean. That is, I wouldn't. I'd probably just like, I mean, so there's like two ways you could go. You could go with the anonymous reporting, like you genuinely do not feel safe working around this person, et cetera, because et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or you could enact chemical slash emotional slash mental warfare, i.e., make the room more unpleasant for them than it is currently for you. Eat a lot of beans and just start farting nonstop. Like, do you work in a closed room with this person? Like, you could literally stink them out. No more deodorant, eat a lot of garlic. You know, when you're standing around the water cooler or wherever the social area is, just start itching yourself manically and talking about your recent trip to Paris. Things like that. Like there's a lot of ways that you could make this person go away from you that are technically harmless. Kimchi and butter beans, word, dude. Mix that with some Taco Bell weekly. Exactly. Beat biowarfare with biowarfare. We're doing our own research right now. Drink a lot of carbonated beverages and never stop belching. Take your shoes off at work. Oh, that's everybody's favorite. Oh my God. Take your shoes off and just have some like holy socks poking out. God, I'm trying to think. There's so many ways we could go with this. I'll think of more ideas for you. But I've definitely been in a situation where like the person I'm around doesn't necessarily do anything like morally despisable, but they make me want to harm myself, and that's not good. So I'm just gonna make them go away of their own volition, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, cut your toenails while you guys are talking in the lunchroom together. Jesus fucking Christ. Bring a cheese grater and grade the calluses off. Oh my fucking God. An increase in ice cream sales does not increase the murder rate. We should ban ice cream, and hell, the hell are they putting in it? Crack. And it'll be really good for your gut. That's very true. You will have the most amazing gut health of your life, and this annoying piece of shit at the table. That's what I'm saying. Like, sit in the lunchroom while they're eating some soup, put that bare foot on the table, and start clipping your toenails. You can't get fired for that. But, like, if a toenail flows in their soup, maybe they won't come back. Start love bombing them with, like, the most stupid shit in the world. Like, confusing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give them a house key. Not your house key. Like, just go get a random ass house key cut. Like, some sort of key, put it in an envelope with their name, stick it in their locker. Psychological warfare. We can start there. You know what I'm saying? Like, a durian fruit in the locker. Make some tuna fish and get it in the back of the fridge. Real deep in the back of the fridge where people don't look. Leave it there. Crack that shit. Get some oxygen in. I'm trying to think, man. Psychological warfare is a harder one, especially in a hospital because you're not exactly around another person. Ooh, asparagus. Heat fish in the microwave. Boom. Egg salad. Oh my God. Just some nice hard boiled eggs. Good morning, sheepy. I do my own research. It involves journals, looking up jargon, checking source bias is hard same, but you and I were taught how to do research. I try not to put people at fault. I paid college to teach me how to do real research, how to go into scholarly articles and journals and shit like that, peer reviewed stuff. And some of the world's like, but the first link on Google said, and you're like, oh my fucking God, take the Google away. No more Google for you. I have yet to read no toenail clipping at the lunch table in any employee handbook. Absolutely, but would it not make you want to die inside? Microwaving fish. Every day put 2 to 5 drops of hot sauce on their chair. Sooner or later, their ass will be on fire. Oh my God. As someone who reheated salmon for lunch today, for fuck's sake, do it in the oven or toaster oven. I love fish, man, but that stuff has a smell. You don't want to go there. Ugh. Okay, let's take a break. I need to go get some water or something because my lungs are shit. But the Tool concert, maybe? I mean, I assume it's a Maze Balls, but tell me about it again. They played some. Oh, dude. They played with some extra spark. I have no words to. Oh, I'm so jealous. Yes. The thing at the thing for the place. Wait. Go look at the thing at the thing. You know what? I'm just gonna. Yep. Yes. Yes, we did watch the Northern Boys thing. I was so not emotionally or visually or auditorily, is that a word? Prepared for what happened, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Like, I still don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? This single study says that this thing, according to this news headline, is all I need. Now I'm done. Woo! Oh, a thing like in the thing and the thing. Oh, a thing in the thing. I wasn't sure which thing. Sorry, my brain is still sick. The thing in the thing. I feel you. I think I feel what thing I'm looking for. COVID sucks. I know I say that every day, but my God, does my brain feel stupid all the time. Hi, Bubba. You're awful sweet. No one can see you because you're just so dark. My little void boy. The weekend before TwitchCon, I lost 2 friends as well. Dude, October can suck an ass. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fucking catch up with chat with my eyes. They are slow. Ooh, is Twitch evening out? Fuck yeah. Maybe we can actually start the game. Oh, 46 and 2. Dude, CJ, that's amazing. You know what's a new thing I've noticed going to concerts? A lot of concerts nowadays, they have you put your phone in like some sort of bag or something, and they shut it with like an electronic thing, and you cannot open that weird bag that your phone is in until the concert's over and you leave. Like, they have to open it for you, and then you can get your phone out. That's how they're getting people to lock their phones up these days. It's pretty wild. Oh, she went in the ICU with a leg infection after beating it and all that shit. And then she decided she was done with chemo and fighting. She chose to go into hospice care. You know what? At least she had that choice. Sometimes I feel really bad. I used to, I still do, for patients of mine who, by the time they got sick enough that that was an option, they were kind of out of their mind, either because of the illness or because of all the drugs they were on. And because of that, being out of their mind and shit, then they don't get to have like what's the word? They don't have executive choices over their own healthcare anymore, and then their family does. And say the patient wants to go into hospice care because they sense that they're losing their mind and they're dying and they don't want to be around, but their family's like, Nana's still in there. They have the right to keep you alive long past when you wanted to go, and it sucks to watch that. Because I've been with that patient every day, 12 hours a day, constantly, when they were with it, when they weren't with it, etc. And man, sad. They use them at high schools, really? They didn't go that far with us, but it was a strict no recording event. I saw several people getting kicked out. Good. I mean, it's one thing if the artist is like, take your phones out, this is the moment. But like, I feel like a lot of people, and I'm sure you notice this too, and not just with concerts, with just like life. I notice this traveling. Like, I will see people who are obviously American and we are in fucking Singapore and they never stop staring at their phone. Or just like, it's like they're trying to experience their entire trip through the lens of their phone. And I'm like, dude, all of the people looking at what you're posting are wishing to fuck they could smell the jungle and hear the sounds that you and I are hearing, but I don't know if you're like here. Like, you flew an awful long way to be totally not present. It's weird. It makes me sad. Like, I love taking pictures and videos and stuff like that, but the people that just sit there Instagram Live the entire fucking 4-hour show or whatever. I'm like, man, what are you doing? Nana's a fighter! Ma'am, Nana's been gone for 3 weeks. Dude, I could tell. Oh my God. I have to pee. Break real quick, but no shit. I have stories about how we have had to maintain a corpse in a patient room in their bed for weeks after they are fucking dead because of culture, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's laughable. It's shit that I could tell you that you would be like, that's not real. You would never do that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Amazing. BRB. I gotta pee so bad. Stretch your dicks, get some water, load a bowl, and take your joy. Sir. Blah, blah, blah. Wrong. Willkommen! How's Twitch doing? Is Twitch being shitty? Or can we start the game? I continue to survive. Dude, I'm so fucking shitty feeling though, man. I keep getting the hot, chilly, like the chilly sweats, and I'm like, fuck, don't get re-sick. Not re-sick. I have not left the house. For fuck's sake. It's working fine. Yay! We're okay. We can play game. Let's fucking do it. I want to get into it before my body decides I feel too shitty. I hate this feeling so much. I'm just trying to ignore it. Chilly sweats. Like the meat sweats, can you imagine? No, it's like I'm cold, but I'm sweating. And you know what the fuck I mean. Get out. Shut up. Hello, sun. Hello, sunshine. Really? I opened a new stream at Alert while you were away and had no troubles. Awesome. Okay, cool. I figured I don't want to start a brand new game when literally half the people are having problems getting in and out of Twitch. Is this a new spirit box? 4 days ago? Shut up. Okay, we'll watch this while the 2K launcher takes 20 minutes to do its thing because the 2K launcher's a piece of shit. Not really, but kind of. It fucking upsets me. Okay, or YouTube could crash. Having a good time. Pieces of shit. I love chili, dude. I've been craving, what is it? Chili, not chili, carne asada fries, which is basically just chili cheese fries with carne asada on it. It's like a Colorado, everywhere in Colorado has carne asada fries. I don't know. I've never seen it anywhere else in my life. I don't know if it's a Colorado thing, but holy shit. Sleaze, I guess Cloudflare, the Cloudflare, which is like the server that basically hosts everything ever, is having an issue today. It just crashed all my YouTube, but I got it to reload the Spirit Box video, so I think I'm okay, but it was fucking Twitch earlier. Like no one could see me, they could hear shit, not see shit, and then it came back and then it went away, and some people couldn't get in and out of streams. Dude, yeah. Dude, carne asada fries, maybe it's like a Southwest thing. I don't know. I've never seen it before moving here, and oh god, is it good. I have that all the time. Boo! Cold but sweating. If I take off my body, I freeze, so I just suffer the sweating. I would love to give myself meat sweats right now. Dude, meat sweats are real. I experienced them for the first time a few years ago. Let's watch this music video. Well, literally, like, that's the one thing that drives me crazy about fucking BioShock. Is this a video or just a song? Oh, it's a video. Okay. It like has to open in Steam and then also some 2K launcher on top of it, and it takes forever. And I haven't opened the game yet since downloading it, so don't be a dick. Spirit Box and Enlighten, Fill Your Life. Holy Roller is probably one of their very first hits, and I do believe Courtney LaPlante actually streams on Twitch sometimes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think people have told me that, but I could be wrong. But she's phenomenal, and I'm sorry, I'm just so highly attracted. She's so beautiful. One of those situations where I'm like, do I want to be you, on you? I don't know. / yes, maybe, and I don't. She's got like these hot Morticia / Xena vibes going on that are just really working for me right now. She's beautiful. Like 5 music videos, and I think we've watched most of them other than the one you gave us, which means there's got to be a new album dropping. I'm so excited. She's so fucking talented. Dude, honestly, I have no idea. I don't know much about her personally, but her music, I mean, I let her sit on my face until I died. You know, she's gorgeous. One of you knock something over, children. I heard a clatter. I gotta move chat so I can see you guys with the game up. I didn't want to open the game because, sometimes there's like an opening. If you haven't played the game, sometimes there's like a cutscene or whatever. Death by snoo snoo. I want that to be a full song. Like that fucking crunchy ass beat. But yes, when I think Glunt. What? Glunt? Katie. Glut sent me like like a very short TikTok gif, whatever the fuck it was, and it was a cartoon, and it has that death by snoo snoo with like that fucking just strong ass woman. I've never felt more seen in my life. What's a glunt? I don't know. You'd have to ask. Glut gets to choose where the glunt is. I don't know. I don't know. New swear. Glunt is the sound you hear when a mortar is fired. Is it really? Sit on my face and tell me you love me. Yep. A real if she dies situation. 100% accepted with a smile. Yeah. She can glunt me any day. There's going to come a point in my life where my brain just doesn't work anymore, and I'm going to say, like, oh, it must have been an infection from that neck piercing or something. I'm going to have to come up with new excuses. No, I'm just caffeinated. What's that like? Dude, all the, like, painkillers and shit from being sick and whatnot that I've had to take mean I have to, like, be real light on the coffee these days. Like, I'm drinking, like, just Dunkin's watered down piss shit just so it doesn't burn a hole in my stomach, and I feel it hard. Like, I have my Monster, and I'm trying to make up the difference, but man. Is a glunt? Hold on, I think a glunt is a glass blunt, right? I think it's actually marketed as something. There is a glunt. I think it's like a glass blunt that you can, fill this like giant glass cigar looking thing with weed and smoke it like a blunt and then empty it out, I guess. Theoretically, I think that might be a thing. But if not, I'll put it on a shirt. Glunt with just a sword. I accidentally back-to-back monsters because I fell asleep for 30 minutes and forgot I drank one. I've absolutely done that. Can you imagine biker jackets with glunt and rhinestones on the back? New Katie merch. What would it mean? Like, what would someone's be like? No risky searches for me today, right? I don't do that on stream because God knows what'll come up. There's a glunt funeral home. I found out recently that my grandpa's last name, we've never been able to find like the origin of my grandpa's family or anything because they were Jews on the run that had to change their name. The reason we couldn't find it is because when my family came over from Eastern Europe to like America, our last name was so Hungarian, I guess, that no one could pronounce it or spell it. So they just like turned that man's first name into a last name. Humans suck. Humans suck. It wasn't Glunt though. Glunt would have been cool. Glunt would have been a sick last name for a family. Yeah, he literally like his first name was like Marcel or something. The last name I couldn't even pronounce. It's like TSAICCHYEI. Like it's all that kind of messy. Way too. I so American. Have no idea how the fuck to say that. But his first name was Marcel, and they just like added some letters to it. I'm assuming because of his accent, whatever the fuck it was, and just decided that's your last name now. Good luck with life. And so his whole family couldn't find him either, and the family got split, et cetera, et cetera. Just real interesting how people are just shitty. Shitty. Glunt. Oh, this is according to Urban Dictionary. Glunt, a small belly that develops just above a woman's pubic bone and ends at the waistline. Sometimes known as a Peter belly. I'm sorry, what? My little roll is this is a glunt. Everyone has fat below their belly button. Unless you're like zero fat, you have that little like fat pouch below your belly button. What the fuck is a glunt? What makes it a glunt? I'm genuinely just curious now. What makes that a glunt? I want to reclaim it because that sounds like a glunt either is a last name or it sounds like a derogatory term. And like no one's sad about a naked person willing to be naked with them ever, no matter what their tummy looks like. As long as it doesn't get away in the way of the fun bits. You know? I mean, it sounds like a icky. Glut, my mouth just added a letter, and now we're just we're on the adventure of Glunt, and I'm so sorry if there ends up merch like that someday. I apologize, and I will let you choose the font. Sounds like a new Amazon brand. Like Mario. It was like, yeah, actually. To someone from their native language, yes. Yep, it was like Smith. If you're 0% fat, then your brain is gone too. Yeah, can you imagine? That's got to be a thing. In cats, it's called primordial pouch. I'm gonna call my belly that. A primordial pouch. I think in rabbits, it's called the doo-wop. And it's like, if you've ever seen bunnies when they're sitting there and they have that huge, like, chin strap of a neck shawl of fat, it's a doo-wop, and they quite literally hide their babies in it. The way that chickens hide their babies in their wings. Doo-wop, I think, right? I also learned recently that bunnies' nuts are in front of their penis and not behind their penis. What? The world is wild. Animals, though. Animals! Dewlap, not doo-wop. Dewlap, is that what it is? Yeah! It's like that, like, neck. It's like a self-made boa of baby protection fat. It's amazing. I thought that was really cool. My mom's side is Korean, and my great-grandmother was separated from family members with the South Korea and North Korea. That's isn't it? And, like, I'm sure your family if your family is anything like mine, my grandfather's side, like, when they emigrated from Eastern Europe and had to pretend not to be they had to pretend to be heavily German, they so hard adopted "We are German" for fear of Jewish persecution that their children had no idea they were actually Jewish. Like, they were like, "We are German, and this is our strange German last name now that we got because no one could pronounce our other name." And so, like, my grandpa died thinking he was a kraut. Like, he described himself that way, and he was 0%. It's crazy. I think he would die knowing that, to be honest. But it's just bizarre that, like, it was that dangerous to be of a cultural description or ethnicity or whatever the fuck. It was that dangerous. You know, it's almost like when people come I know a lot of families that came to America and spoke a beautiful native language, but they refuse to speak it around their children because they want their children to only know English to, like, assimilate into the culture as fast as possible. And I'm just like, I would beg for that language. Like, please let me be bilingual. Do you realize what a step up in the world that is? Like, I will know English because it's just around me, for fuck's sake. I won't be able to prevent that. Kangaroos got that upside down dick too. Do they really? Oh, I wonder if it has something to do with the because I think both of them have that tendon that goes from their diaphragm to their knee. It's like, like, you know, 3 or 4 animals in the world have this really weird thing where there's actually a tendon that goes from the bottom of their diaphragm to their knee. So not only do they have the diaphragmatic pull that we all do that like expands our lungs, but every single time their knee stretches out, i.e., when they like run or jump really far, it rakes their diaphragm down fast as fuck, faster than any of us could inhale naturally, and that way they can run super fast and have like crazy fast bursts of energy because they can get like that shot of extra oxygen because their knee. It's so weird. Animals are amazing. I wonder how often that happened. Literally constantly. My grandmother was not taught the child version to adult Korean because she wanted her to be American. Yeah, she can understand a little bit, but cannot speak, and we were never taught. And I'm so sad about it. Yes. Oh, I would feel that so hard. Like, god damn it, I would feel that hard. All right, it looks like the game's done. I'm gonna try to open it again. Did I change the category? Nope. Sure didn't. I'm really excited. I literally have only played this one maybe once or twice. And I don't remember it. Like I remember kind of the overall, like I remember I don't want to say it. I'm not going to spoil it cuz there's a lot of people who haven't played these games, but the story in this one's still really dank. It's like it may not be the best BioShock game, but it's still a BioShock game, which makes it infinitely better than most other games. Not infinite, but you know what I mean. She didn't want her to have an oh my god, beautiful accent. Oh, I would eat the fuck out of those sweet and salty glut, sweet and salty. Hello. So I'm learning Finnish. My family didn't want to teach me to protect me. They escaped Russian gulags back in Finland, and my grandparents, yet my grandmothers couldn't let that fear go. Yeah. I don't know what I mean, get this. So not only was my grandfather, who identified as a Kraut, just straight up Eastern European Jewish something, my Nana was was slightly, if not overtly racist for the vast majority of her life until she was old, et cetera, et cetera. She definitely flipped a coin and made a lot of better choices in her life. But tracing her lineage, only like 3 generations, my great great grandpa was like one of the last people to be born into slavery and was definitely black and in Canada. And my Nana was like proud of her really white Irish heritage. But we like did all this, after she died. I'm like, man, it would kill her now. You know what I'm saying? Like she would fucking her brains would melt out her nipples. I don't know what she would have done. But one of those things is kind of crazy. Like it's kind of famous. Like there's famous books written about this guy. Last name was Cato, I think, or Cato something. Cato something. But if you just Google like Cato like that was my great grandpa, which is wild. She would have shit. It's just, the thing, and it's because, to have a drop of African American or black blood was like literally like a sin, and you couldn't get married and couldn't have a job and couldn't have kids for a while. I'm sure it was one of those cases of like, well, our kids are white passing. You're white. Let's leave let's abandon the person who's not white passing. We're white now. Like, and the kids probably didn't even have any. You know what I'm saying? Like until there's genetics and shit like that, like you can just agree as a family that this is the new truth for your children, and that's what everybody's fed now. I'm sure it was something like that, but it was kind of like it was a weird trail of getting there because when my sister and I and my mom all first did like little ancestry.com tests, all of us started coming up with like a lot of Eastern European, and then we were getting like Egyptian and what was it, like Ashkenazi Jew, Egyptian, and there was one other one, Greek. A lot of those, and we were taught as fact half Irish, half German. We are half Irish, half German. My Nana was and my grandpa was a Kraut, and they were like so strongly identified this way. And then when we did all these genetics, we were like 0% German and like, like the 30-ish% Irish, and then a whole lot of that other shit. We were like, something happened. And there's so many cool websites nowadays where you can look up like newspaper articles and like legitimate documents that are handwritten. It's a crazy what you can find on the internet these days. It's fascinating what lies you discover deep within your good Catholic family. You know what I'm saying? The universe has a fascinating sense of humor, and I fucking love it. Like my grandpa, he didn't identify as like German in any horrific way or anything like that. Like obviously, but he definitely identified strongly as German, and to be like 0% German and to really be culturally and blood like Ashkenazi Jew it's kind of hilarious. And my super pale, super white Nana, who was very Irish, like her grandpa, last black guy as a slave born in Canada. Like kind of crazy. It's just, I don't know if they would find it funny, but I think it's funny. What was socially acceptable was the way to go back then. Otherwise, you'd be killed or banished, literally. Yeah. Disowned, killed, banished. Game, do not do this to me right now. I feel like I'm gonna develop an OCD habit, like around getting connected to the internet, like I did when I was a kid. Don't do it. Unsupported signal. What the? There's the cutscene. Is everything broken today? I have Neanderthal DNA too. My sister and I found out we do as well. Maybe we're related. I have to crawl under my desk and look at something. Hold on. I think I know what happened. It's just my capture card. It's between my desk and a couch. It's just yeah, it was like a 2K was using a little sister as the commercial for 2K. Their dog behind me. Please hold. Oh, I think I might know what's wrong. Hold on. Oh, my neck. The dawn of everything? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is it about like people migration across Pangea and shit? That whites have more Neanderthal DNA than anyone else? What does that mean? Why? I'm asking as a stupid person why it's funny. Because honestly, I don't even know what it means. I just was told by 23andMe I have some Neanderthal DNA. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I was led to believe it was the Eastern European side. Like that was just where a lot of them got congregated and lived the longest because it was one of the largest land chunks. But I don't know. Hear that pop? I am always learning. I love learning, to be honest. I just always want to make it like when I say I'm asking as a stupid person, I'm making it. I just want to make it clear I'm not asking to be a sarcastic bitch. I just sound like a sarcastic bitch all the time. So I'm like genuinely asking, not just to be a cunt. You know? It just I know I just sound sarcastic all the time, and I don't want people to think I'm like, oh yeah, well what about this? I just sound like a bitch. I'm not trying to be one though. Most of the time. Neanderthals were bred out of existence. Cro-Magnon, what a fun word. Humans had sex with them until they stopped existing. Oh, good. So like women. It's like a glunt. Okay, hold on, I have an idea. Let's go. Let's go, team. That's a real I love a real GA glunt attitude. Big glunt energy. That's what I'm talking about. We love big glunt. It's a book challenging the idea of the straight progression from hunter gatherer to agriculture. Ooh, I love stuff like that. I have a really hard time believing there's a straight progression in any way, shape, or form in anything. Nothing, you know, outside of the Galapagos Islands happens in a straightforward nature. It's messy as fuck. Like I don't remember, I think I was talking about it on stream the other day, but one of the wildest things that blew my mind when I was in like intro biology classes was that the main defining branch split in like the tree of life, the tree of life is whether or not you eat with your asshole or you get to have a new asshole to eat with and don't have to taste your poop, i.e., a one way or a two-way digestive system. Like that basically defined the massive way that you went as an evolved or devolved creature and where you lived and etc. It's just insane. Like I'm really lucky I don't have to eat with my asshole. At least the one between my cheeks. I get to eat with the asshole with teeth, and that's nice because there's a tongue in there that tastes and stuff. Sometimes, not right now, but it's in there. Options. What is my resolution right now? Graphics. Yes, please. Oh my god. On. Jesus fuck. Oh yeah, it's in a weird resolution. Can I go to that resolution, please? Okay, I'll just use my mouse. Fuck you. Or I won't. Okay. Yes. Oh. Oh, it looks so much better already. Yay. Anisotropic filter? What the fuck is that? I don't think you. He was wasn't he just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Dude, I can hear those roofers in with everything closed. They're still out there. God. Ow. Sorry. What a loss. I can't cut George Michael. Hi, Bayo. Such a good song. I'm gonna load a bowl. The monster. Did I do a monster dance? Got. Dude. I have a new one somewhere. But it smells so fucking good. It's like, I want to say it's like strawberry lemonade or something, raspberry lemonade. It's like a pink and yellow swirl. It's just so refreshing. I'm obsessed. I know I don't often stand by expensive lip balm. I think they're bullshit, but Laneige fucking got it. And it lasts forever. Like, I think I bought this. Oh God, I don't want to talk about it. They do last forever, but they're great. I'm made to last. That's what you get. It gets in my bedroom, but it's good. Oh, dude. Oh, Vissy. Hold on, let me turn the music down. This shit. Oh my gosh. I get it on, I mean, you can get it at Sephora or Ulta. I would get it from Ulta. It's always going to be cheaper, and Ulta's just a better company overall. I've learned that a lot from Vio. But the only thing I noticed with Amazon is buying cosmetics and stuff. Look at the reviews, even if it's 5 stars, because a lot of the reviews on there are paid for, and people will say whether or not the product's fake, because a lot of people buy the packaging and fill it with fake shit and try to sell it on there for like a little bit cheaper than you would get it anywhere else, but it's not this. It's not. It's something else. Like God knows what the fuck they put in it. So I don't really buy stuff on Amazon, and it's usually like $1 cheaper or something. Go to Ulta, something like that. But the brand is Laneige. And just look for their lip balm. What do they call it? Lip sleeping mask. Do they call all of them that? I use them all the time. I think there's no SPF. So obviously if you're going out in the sun, like, and you're worried about your lips, like use something with SPF on top of it. But dude, it's just like, it's a not sticky, like kind of glossy balm, but it doesn't do the like lip stick together, like disgusting shit that lip gloss does, you know? It kind of almost dries down, but it doesn't get dry. I don't know how to describe that. I think you know what I mean. It's more like using like a lip balm, like a wax-based lip balm, but it's not waxy. It's like kind of creamy. I'm going to cream. Um, I fucking hate that too. I cannot stand or like shit that balls up in the corners of your mouth because you're talking or something. Nope. Disgusting. Right? There's so many fakes on Amazon. Like, I'm thankful I'm kind of obsessed with looking at reviews. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. Ooh, pause. Sorry. Didn't want to get balls deep in another. The roof people are making our lives a little difficult today. And I apologize. I don't even have the energy to be mad about it. It's just like, I swear to God, they're not talking. And then I go out there with the dogs and they just start talking really loudly to each other. And that alone flips my dogs out because all of a sudden there's just like loud talking out of nowhere. And then they're, right there. And it's like my dogs seriously will not go outside unless I walk them down the hill to the other side of my yard and literally like hold their paws because these scary roof people are terrifying. I apologize for the extended breaks. But I literally haven't seen my dogs take a shit today because they just won't go out there and like hang out. And I've taken them on walks and everything, but they're just so anxious about these people. So I'm very excited for these construction workers to be gone. That'll be a great time. There's actual like legit new ME news. It's not just like rumor. Transmission complete. Hold on, don't autoplay. Transmission. I can speak. I swear to God. Transmission complete. Thanks to everyone that helped hunt down the footage. Here's the full video stitched together. I don't know what this is. Should we see? Should we dip our dicks in? What is it? Thank you, Bayo. I love Mass Effect. Is it something I should like? What is it? I don't know. It's a teaser. Fuck it. It's like 30 seconds. That looks fucking beautiful. Mass Effect's a beautiful game. It's a lot though, Donna. I mean, I played the full thing way late in the game. Like I played the remastered versions, but holy shit, some of the stories in it are phenomenal. And the voice acting is so well done. I don't know. They do such a good job. They're really like Mass Effect hit me in weird ways. It was just yeah, I don't know what to say. It was just really, really well done. Really good games. What the fuck, Glut? Fuck me, today is over. I've been in a meeting since 6:30 a.m. Why? Holy shit. I liked that. I do not like. So here, Ghetto, riddle, like not riddle me this. So you might be like me in that like if I'm not playing a game just for the ending. So the weight of my experience with a game is not that heavy based on the wrap up of a story. Like if the stories within stories and the DLC and all that was fucking phenomenal, the ending, I'm just heartbroken the game's over. Like really you could almost do anything. I thought the endings were fine. I had no qualms. I don't understand where the shit any of that came from. Yeah, if you loved every fucking second. But if the game like if the whole game sucked and the ending was bomb, I would not even get to the ending because the game would fucking suck. Like, I don't care how good an ending is if your game is just crap. Kona, thank you so much for gifting us a sub to Ghetto. Excuse my brain. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Ghetto, you know what's up. Enjoy your fucking emotes. Yeah, I was fine with the ending. And didn't they make another end? They made I know there's alternative endings based on your choices, but didn't they like redid the ending or something because people were so pissed off? Oh, they had an additional DLC ending. That's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember. I knew they did something, but I played them so late in the game because when that franchise was coming out, I was balls deep in ESO, so like I didn't have time. I was doing Ritz. ME3 ending was so panned, they had to do the ending over. Was it? Okay. I don't even remember what it was, but it was so I mean, I barely remember the endings, but I remember all just the little conversations you have with side characters and NPCs throughout the entire game. I can hear that construction is so loud. They're phenomenal. It's so well done. Dude, Donna, fuck yes. I mean, they're like our little silent, like, beacons, like, hey, friends. To me, it was the effect of the fans theorizing the ending and gassing it up in their heads so much that when the developers actually had their ending, the players hated it. Yes, I feel like the same thing happens with a lot of, like, movie franchises and shit, like Star Wars, for instance. Sometimes there's just so much hype and so much theory crafting before the movie comes out that by the time the movie comes out, it's like everyone's just pissed that the movie wasn't exactly what they theory crafted for 6 years. But like, how? That's impossible. What? There's no fucking way. You can't please everybody. I don't remember hating any of it, Kona, honestly. But again, I don't like the moment a game ends. I feel like I just sit here in the credits remembering the whole game and all the times I cried and all the stories we played through and all this, like, I don't know. That's the stuff that sticks out to me. Not, and I mean, very rarely does an ending stick out to me more than just the whole parts of the game and the gameplay itself. Like the gameplay itself is really more than anything the winning factor. If the gameplay sucks and the mechanics suck, etc., nothing's good. No fucking ending will win me past that. Oh, really? You only had 2 choices originally? Oh, there was 3. I think the version I played there was 3 choices. Soma's haunting. Soma's ending was fucking haunting. That whole game was haunting though. I don't know if the ending the ending was haunting, but the first time I like something, the first time that haunts me more. That was fucked up. That like hit me. Cheers, Vissy, in my delicate bits. It was like that hit me hard. I felt sad too, honestly, Kuru. I felt it feels like ending a good book. Like I'm excited because I loved the book, but I feel like it's almost like breaking up with a friend. Like I can't just go back to you because I just played you/read you, and I'm very familiar with what just happened. But I want to real bad. Like I was not ready for it to be over. I feel that. Yeah. The end of a book series. Yep, I hate it. I try when I start a new book. I try to find a series. I don't know how else to say that. Like I'm always looking for a good, thick, tons of book series because it sucks to find an author you truly love and they have like 2 books, 1 even sometimes, and it was written 17 years ago and you've never seen anything else come out of them ever, and you're like, God damn it, I'm addicted to the way you wrote. Cheers. Because I just fucking saved out of just for fun. Wow. Was that the universe saying go lay down? Holy tit. I'm so turned on right now. That was the most, I mean, wow. I'm load loving, not save scumming. Load loving. That was incredible. That never happens. Ever. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe that's a sign that it's like the end because, the time, the end, the place, the whatever. Um, Yeah, I know. Go outside for a while. This fucking game. I can't technically enjoy outside until these fuckers are gone, because Jesus. I know. I'm gonna go take a hot shower again. Second one today, but that's fine. The steam really helps my lungs and cough some of this shit up, because Jesus fucking Christ. Still sick. COVID's a bitch, my dudes. It's a bitch. This shit sucks. Let me see who the fuck's on. Let's see. Play Mass Effect if you've never played Mass Effect. That's my advice for today. It's an amazing franchise. I don't know what the fuck you call it. The DLC is worth it, 100%. I don't know about the extra ending DLC, but the DLC story wise and getting the extra crew members and shit like that, so worth it. It's all so good. They write them so fucking well. I love going to nature. I took a shower after work. I feel better. It always feels better. It's like washing the day off, but also the hot steam and everything just helps my nose and makes my face feel like it works again. And without it, my face is just being a piece of shit. The shit's not loading. All right, motherfucker. Not today. There we go. Ooh, I found someone to raid. Or did they just go on live? Is that my life right now? Don't do this to me. Is it my... We live in a hellscape that is the internet today. I think the internet's just taking a shit again. All right, well. I was just looking at Jay. Why are you like this? Oh man, I've cheersed a few times. I've actually smoked a bowl and a half today, but I'll do a final cheers with you and roast my bowl. I'll roast my bowl today. I'll roast my bowl with you. Wow, my brain. I did not sleep very much last night. I ended up staying up way later than I thought. I don't know. I was just like awake reading, and then those fucking construction workers woke me up way too fucking early. So I feel a little like, you know. I appreciate the compliments, Embry. It has grown out to kind of an insane, kind of like a. It's pretty long now. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like I just gotta. I don't. I'm not gonna cut it right before it gets fucking cold out, you know. So I'm just gonna let it go. See how long she gets again. My hair grows pretty goddamn fast. Oh. With the character who asks 0 questions and shoots anything that moves. Wait, aren't there other space games you could play that like don't have all the dialogue and shit? Oh, Kel, I mean, that's my biggest issue is like as much as I want to make it stop, it is a them who is people who have a job to do. And like I don't want them to have to not do their fucking job. I had a whole inner dialogue about it with chat this morning because it's like it sucks for me. I hate that they're out there nail gunning at 5:45 in the morning, but also there's like 12 dudes on a roof next door that need to do their fucking job. Cops don't help anything. Like I don't know. Shit sucks on both sides, I think. Sucks for them too. At least they're getting paid for it to suck, I guess. I guess. And the likelihood of them what they're doing lasting longer if I bitch is highly likely. So I'd rather just like let it happen and then it gets over with. They do their job and I get my silent mornings back. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's gonna be so long this. But your hair is braidable at this point. You should definitely donate your hair. Your hair is beautiful. Absolutely. It would be a crime if you end up cutting off significant amounts, is all I'm saying. It would be a crime. Your hair is glorious to make like some sort of weave or something out of for kids or something. Shit sucks. I don't know. Imagine. Like, what am I gonna do either way? Deal with it. Hope my dogs get over it, you know. Take my dogs on a long walk far away where they can maybe be gone long enough to forget the anxiety of people on the roof. It's a really small house. Honestly, I think they're almost done, like, as of today. Like, you guys remember when we had our fencing done? The people that do it, they aim to do it as fast as possible because that's how they make the most money, I would think. Which, like, if you're doing a good job, good for you. I think they're almost done. Yeah, they're fast. They work really, really fast and really well. I think they're almost done anyway, so whatever. Yeah, it's a pain and it's dangerous. Like, they're all they all have waist harnessed and they're all harnessed onto the chimney. So it's just a bunch of it looks like a maypole of construction workers moving around the chimney. But at least they're safe. Cheers. Right, Brittany? It's like our version of that romanticization of in movies or books or whatever, and then when they're like, if we all look at the moon at the same time at nighttime, it's like we're all looking at the moon together. We're just cheersing it. This is way better. Way better. I'm pretty sure if I let my hair grow that by the end of this winter I'll be mostly bald. How does that... Physics is weird. I get my hair cut about once a year too. I feel that. I just can't stand it. It gets so long, it gets so heavy, but also in the wintertime having short hair, you lose a lot of heat in the neck. Just facts. Alright. Ow. Fuck my ass. Fucking. Alright. Take your joy, drink water, clean your fucking bongs. What's today? Tuesday. It's Wednesday tomorrow. Whatever. We'll continue this. And as soon as we beat this one, I think this one is a little bit shorter than the first one, but I could be completely fucking mistaken. I could be absolutely wrong. I have no idea. We're playing the remastered version. I don't even remember if there was DLC for this one. I think this one came out before DLC was like a thing, you know? I don't fucking remember. It's been too long. Hail, hydrate. Seriously, drink water, be safe, and be good to yourselves, and cheers. But seriously, clean your bong. Just gonna go watch some fucking Alan Wake because I don't know what else to do. I'm so tired and shitty. Wear a mask. Seriously, wash your hands. Do not fuck with COVID. I'm a relatively healthy person, and this shit is still affecting me. And I think it's going to long term, and it sucks. Hail Lilith. See you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.